Welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV, the live TV show all about the legal aspects of your business to help educate you on complex legal terms in an easy to understand manner, to help understand why you need to do certain things in your business from a legal point of view, and to help you develop a plan for the future. Our mission at Business Legal Lifecycle is to help empower all small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place. Did you know that any business owner is on average 7 months away from losing everything? That is the average time it takes from a successful business to fold when an aspect of their business is not set up correctly. Have you ever wanted to get legal advice but didn't understand what was going on? Do you feel like there is a divide between lawyers and their clients? Then this TV show is for you. It is all about empowering you and your business with the knowledge and tools to ensure that this doesn't happen to you. Business Legal Lifecycle TV delivers a twice-weekly show focusing on the legal aspects of your business. At lunchtime on Mondays, we present Fast Fix Monday, a quick 5 to 10 minute show that will give you some actionable steps to consider for the week for your business. And at lunchtime on Wednesdays, we present our in-depth show of between 30 minutes and an hour, where we go through complicated legal aspects of your business in a simple to understand, plain English manner. And whether that is through educational pieces or interviews with experts in their fields. Hi, and welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV. I'm Jeremy Stratton, one of the founders here today, and I'm doing our TV and podcast today's flying solo while Craig enjoys some well-earned holidays. Today's talk is Fast Fix Monday, is 5 tips for estate planning. So this month we have moved into the estate planning phases of the Business Legal Lifecycle. So, up on the screen now, if you're watching the TV show on Facebook, Twitter, or Periscope, or YouTube, you'll see the Business Legal Lifecycle. I've put it up there. That's a copy of the Lifecycle, and just showing that we're talking about 2 phases this month. Phase 8, which is estate planning, and Phase 12, which is retirement. We decided to bring them together for one lot of shows this month. So, as I say, today is Fast Fix Monday, and the title is 5 Tips for Estate Planning. So I'll get straight into it. So the first one is to take an inventory of your assets and liabilities to determine your net worth and what will actually comprise your estate. This is something that a lot of people don't realize that they need to do. And it will change over time, but it's a good idea to have your inventory in place so that you know what you own and what you owe and what assets you might want to go to certain family members. And really, it also helps your solicitor or attorney to really do their investigations and work out what the right estate planning tool is for you. So make sure that you do that. I know that with our law firm, Stratton Masons, when we have a client who wants to do an estate plan, we make sure that all of that information is handed over at the beginning so that we know the position. It also helps in the when something does happen to you, that we know where all your assets are, at least at that point in time, and it's a good starting point. The second one is you've got to determine who you want to be your beneficiaries. So you need to decide how you who you want to be beneficiaries, and then how those assets that you've built up over the years will be distributed amongst those beneficiaries. Things that you need to consider are things like, if you've got children, what age do you want your children to have access to your funds? A child's ability to make decisions is very different to that of an adult. You may want your estate going to your kids when they turn 18. You might want to make it 25. You might want to make it 30. It depends on what money you have and how much you trust your children, I suppose, as to what you want to do there. But that's something that's really important to determine, is what age they're going to get access to the money. So think about who they are and then what they're going to get access to and when. You can do things like have children have access to money for schooling, or have certain assets allocated for certain things. So that's what you can do in an estate plan. The third one is determine who's going to manage your planning. So this is usually the executor or trustee of your estate. And you need to think about, do you want that person to be a family member? Do you want them to be your solicitor? Or do you want it to be some other trusted third party? And again, this will largely depend on the nature of the assets that you have and how much you trust the other people, and how much of a burden you want to place onto your family and friends. I know of family and friends that don't want certain family members to have that kind of liability. So they might give it to someone else. You also need to have a think about who might want to make medical decisions on your behalf. We'll talk about this a bit more during the month of July 2018 and the subsequent podcasts and TV shows. But you can have advanced health directives. You can have all those kind of things, enduring power of attorneys that can make decisions on health matters. So you want to make sure that you're getting the right person to make the right decisions there. You then got to determine what type of plan is going to make the most sense for you. It's all well and good to have a complex estate plan, but that can often just lead to more arguments than they're worth. So you've got to make sure that you're making sure that what is in your estate plan is actually right. So that's number 4. Determine what is the plan that's going to make the most sense. Make sure that you communicate with what you want to your solicitor to draft the plan, but also communicate with what you want to your family so that you can make sure that your wishes are known to them, because they may not realize that you want certain things to happen with your estate, and they may think that they need to challenge your estate plan or your will. But if you communicate with them with what you're after, then it's less likely that they're going to do that. The final one is find a solicitor to draw up your will and estate planning documents. Ask friends and relatives or business associates to refer you to a solicitor that has estate planning expertise, that know what they're doing, because it's really important that you get the right details for the right solicitor. You can also contact in Queensland, the Queensland Bar Association, or other states in Australia have similar referral sources where they can refer you to people. But it's really important to make sure that you get a solicitor to do it. We're going to talk about the problems with doing your own will later in this month. But suffice it to say that the best wills, and especially estate plans, which are more complicated than wills, are drawn up by solicitors to make sure that they cover off on all the things. Doing a will kit from that you get from your post office may sound good. It may save you a bit of money. But at the end of the day, what's spending $1,000 or $2,000 on getting a lawyer to draft it up properly and make sure that what you have is what you're after, and to give your family and friends peace of mind going into what will be a very trying time for them in their lives. So that's it today. That's the 5 things to think about with estate planning. We'll be back on Wednesday with our longer form show. We're going to do a education on phases 8 and 12. So Craig will be back for that one. So thank you very much for watching today's show. If you'd like to learn more about this show, please make sure that you like our Facebook page. Make sure you like this video. That helps get it out to more people. If you want to see the show notes for today's episode, please go to businesslegallifecycle.com.au/108 for 108th show. I'll see you on Wednesday with more from Business Legal Lifecycle. Thanks very much.